All right, this is the final sneak peek you're going to get on our new course. If you want any more, you're going to have to go get it. Again, we have this agency efficiency program as virtual, as live with a coach, and that could be either virtual or in person. But I got so frustrated with hearing how backlogged everybody is that I had to do something about it. When we look at Reagan best practices of number of people agencies need, many are adequately staffed. We're just focusing in on the wrong things at the wrong times. One key thing we picked up on is having skilled conversations. Somebody who can have a skilled conversation efficiently and effectively is a rock star on the team. But we don't spend enough time giving people the tools and the scripts of how to navigate the hardest conversations. We don't know how to navigate. We often spend a lot of time on it. I like to say sometimes we just need to give the news, give the options, and say, I'll let you think about it, and let's talk tomorrow about what to do so we can move on to the next call. But I think so often we're looking for agreement on difficult situations. You're never going to get me to agree. I think my rate should go up a third. No. Instead, what we need to do is take a little bit of time and just take a breather and give people some time to digest, but get to the point, give them the options, and not get so tied up in the feelings of it all. That's what you're going to see in this sneak peek, which is how to have the top difficult conversations efficiently and effectively. All right, we've made it. We're at the final lesson, unless you're going to take our bonus content on managing time as a producer or a leader, because we have some additional tips there. But how can we control these client relationships by being very intentional, right? It's not enough to be busy. So are the ants. The question is, what are we busy about? I love that. All right. Agency efficiency philosophy, the last one, number 10, be the ER nurse. We have to triage our day. So ER nurses are calm, organized, focused under pressure. They work in fast-paced environments, and they help us handle high volumes of work efficiency while prioritizing and delivering excellent service. So we want to prioritize urgency and importance like an ER nurse. Remember that grid, the Eisenhower grid from before? We have to sometimes stop and analyze our work. They stay calm under pressure. They don't run around with their hair on fire, which is something I see so many insurance agents do. They work systematically. They're adaptable. They have team collaboration, and they focus on client outcomes, not just doing a task. So here's the 5 interactions we're going to work to handle. Handling the talker that you just can't get off the phone. De-escalating the upset client. We kind of talked a little bit about that one already too. Managing a client upset about rates. Encouraging EFT or pay in full, which will make us more optimized. And handling pushback on self-service options. So the talker, you know these people, right? Everybody knows them. At the beginning of the conversation, tell them the outline of the agenda and the time constraints. I do have a hard stop at noon. So I want to make sure we cover everything you need today. We have about 15 minutes. So let's focus on reviewing your policy and discussing any changes or questions you may have. Use active listening. Let the client feel heard, but steer it back to the purpose, right? That's interesting. I can see how that's important to you. Let's circle back to your coverage so I can ensure you're fully protected. Somebody's going off about their, colonoscopy next Thursday. Ask closed-ended questions. Open-ended questions, let them talk a lot. What are your thoughts on your current policy? Don't do that. Say, do you want to keep your deductible at $500 or prefer $1,000? Just cut and dry, right? Use time cues. I want to make sure we stay on track. We have about 5 minutes left, so let's review your umbrella quickly. Leverage digital follow-ups. Say, these are great points. I'll send some detailed information for you to review after a call so we can touch base if you have questions. Stay polite, yet firm. You can be 2 things at the same time. You don't have to just be one. I'd love to hear more about that, but I want to respect your time and make sure we cover your renewal options today. So here's just some great scripts, right? So how do we de-escalate someone that's upset? You have to stay calm and composed. Clients mirror your behavior. If you get riled, they will too. You have to acknowledge and validate their feelings. I see how the situation is frustrating. I truly want to help resolve this for you. That's that gratitude statement we talked about too. Instead of I'm sorry, it's I'm so glad you called. Practice the active listening. You don't want to interrupt clients, right? Use phrases like, I understand, tell me more. Take notes to make sure that you're engaged. Don't ever apologize. Instead, say, I'm so grateful you shared this information with me. Let's take a look so we can identify what's happening. Focus only on solutions. The milk is already spilt. We don't need to talk about what caused it. We need to talk about moving forward. Here's what I can do to address this for you right away. Avoid the blame or excuses, right? That doesn't make anybody feel good. So focus on what you can control. You don't want to say things like, it's not my fault, it's the carrier. Stay away from those. So how do we handle rate concerns? I know this one gets tiny, so you might have to blow up your screen a little bit, but you know, validate the person first. I completely understand how a rate increase can be frustrated. I want to make sure we address this. Explain the reason. Your carrier's a rate just due to claims in your area, or your rate was impacted because you had a ticket, or we're seeing higher rates across the board due to inflation and higher cost to repair. Highlight the value, right? Your current policy includes OP, which provides peace of mind and great value. Other carriers won't offer them. Explore discounts and savings. Talk to them about every discount you can. I stress this in our renewal review call program. If somebody's upset about rate, go line by line, by line, by line. If there's 20 of them, you talk about all 20 because they're seeing that, there's all these discounts that they either don't want or don't qualify for. And when they say no to some discounts, they're saying yes to the rate. Offer alternative options. We can also explore other policy options or carriers that might be a better fit for you. Use a calm, reassuring tone. Late night DJ voice. We need to just be calming, even if they're riled up. Still stay Zen agent-like, okay? We want to be that Zen agent. Share the success stories. I recently had another client in a similar situation. Let's see if we can do the same for you. Offer to reevaluate later. If we don't find significant savings now, I can review it in 6 months or at your renewal. End with a proactive comment. I'll run a detailed review and send you the options by the end of the day. Does that work for you? People want to know we're working for them. Follow up. I want to follow up to make sure you're satisfied with the changes we discussed and answer any additional questions. It's really about you controlling the conversation more than anything. All right, getting people on EFT or pay in full. This is one of those things that if we do every single time, you will see maybe a 20-25% reduction in payment calls, which is a huge time saver for many agents. So clients are motivated by savings of both time and money. So did you know switching to EFT can save you X per year? Many clients love this option because it's automatic and insured payments are on time. I also like to say, did you know you're getting charged a fee to pay this way? Fee. People hate that, right? By paying your premium in full, you'll save X annually compared to monthly payments. Ham it up. Emphasize the convenience, right? People don't have to worry about making their payments. It's done automatically. We don't have to worry about due dates or fees. Also, paying in full means no monthly bills to track and knowing that you're all set. Position EFT is risk-free. I know some people don't have bank accounts. Some people don't like it. A lot of times those people just want a different date for it to come out to, or you can just remind them, so you want to have a fee to pay that way? See how it goes? Present it as the default option. Don't ask people, right? Just assume that that's what they want. Stress timeliness and avoiding late fees. Some people have so many late fees, it's ridiculous. Offer a simple sign-up process. Many people think it might be complicated, and we know it's not. Focus on security. Your information is securely encrypted. We use trusted systems to process payments, so you don't have to worry about your data security. Compare monthly payments to total costs. If you pay this way or you pay this way, you have to tell a story and paint a picture. People have false beliefs on these payment strategies that we need to work to overcome. Managing pushback on self-service options, right? People may resist because they're unfamiliar or they prefer personal interaction, but ask questions. Don't just take it. Say, what concerns do you have? I know in technology can feel overwhelming, but we can walk you through it. Highlight the convenience and time savings. Our self-service portal is available 24/7, so you can make changes or get information when it's convenient for you without waiting for the office to open. Emphasize and empower control. With self-service, you can access your policy details, giving you more control on your account. Offer support. We're still here if you need help. The self-service tools are just an extra option to make it easier for you. It's not one or the other. It's just saying, hey, if you need it, you have it. Walk them through the process, right? Like tell them, let's share screens and go through it. Again, if they can do this a little bit more, your job's easier. Address security concerns. We are very safe and secure in insurance. Yes, there are breaches everywhere, but insurance tends to be very minimal. Emphasize how it can complement your personal service, right? The self service tool is great for quick tasks, but anything more complex, I'll be here for you. Or say, I'm going to call you every year for renewal review, which is the ultimate holy grail of being an agent. Tailor the benefits to your needs. Since you travel a lot, the self service portal is amazing. Whatever it is, maybe it's a retired couple that's RVing across the country. Wouldn't that be easier? And focus on the long term benefits. Really, you have to sort of overcome and share with people the benefit, the benefit, the benefit. What are the benefits of this program? So, Owen and Olivia are going to come back for one last time to share with you how they're handling it. What's next? You completed the course. Congratulations. We're so happy for you. You have to keep going back. It's very common that people might need to take a section here and there. So don't delay. Go back in and dive in. We have the bonus section that you can also go ahead and take. So we appreciate you guys so much. We hope that, you've enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments what you think and take a look at some of our other lessons. We'd love to hear from you. All right. What did you think about that? If you've listened to our podcast, you've gotten 3 sneak peeks into our new course and what it can do for your team. What are you waiting for? You can get the video training on special to the end of this month. And after that, it's going to adjust in price or work with us directly. Like I said, how much would it save you if you could get your team to be more efficient and not have to hire the next person? A ton. So let's dive in together and help your team become efficient and effective. If you have any questions, shoot us a message. We'd love to talk to you about this. Until then, we'll let you go about your day.